Okay, here we go. Module 5, Intimacy, the Euphoria of Humanity. This is video 3, Thriving Language. Okay, so we talked in the first two videos about moving from surviving to thriving. Now we're going to give you language. How do you communicate that? In a few moments, I'm going to give you some of the tools to communicate that will help you to thrive. But first, I want these tools to be seated in a context, and that context is the momentum developed in relationship that we've been establishing in Module 4 on the dating equation, right? When you consistently put your best foot forward in pursuit of her, and remember you've done this with targeted precision, what you want to remember is that the conversations you're going to be able to have in the intimacy phase are conversations that you couldn't have in the attraction and uncertainty phase. But remember that those tools in the earlier stages like playfulness, fun, laughter, flirtation continue to flourish because it's only in those tones and connectivity that these new communication tools thrive. In the new phase of intimacy, you're really getting to know each other, and as I briefly shared in the last video, what both men and women really crave is this notion of knowing and being known. When you've entered into a place of intimacy with another person and you reveal more of who you are and they reveal more of who themselves to you, and you can see and accept that individual, some people have described it as one of the most euphoric experiences that a human can have on this earth. And while this can be incredible, oftentimes the road to get to this place can be difficult if you don't know how to express your needs. As I shared with you in the last video, expressing your needs are incredibly important because if you don't know how to express your needs, then it's going to be incredibly difficult for another person to meet them, right? If they don't know your needs, how are they going to meet them? It's just so simple. Some people you should know me by now. You should know what I'm feeling, what I'm thinking. No, you got to learn to express those needs. For some women and men, they live in la la land, and in this fantasy world, they say things like, well, if you love me, then you'll just know what I need. Didn't you notice what bothered me, right? Haven't you been paying attention? I can't believe you don't know that about me by now, right? They'll make these statements. Unfortunately, I just got done counseling a gentleman who dealt with this for over a year and a half in a dating relationship. And we had to spend a significant amount of time defragmenting from this unintended manipulation coming from her powerless behavior, right? And that's all it was. She was powerless because she didn't know how to communicate. The reason why this relationship failed, and many others like this fail, is because we were designed to have our needs met through a relational exchange. One of the benchmarks of a relationships that thrive is this: I am responsible to know what is going on inside of me and communicate it to you. I do not expect you to know it, nor will I allow you to assume that you will know it. And I will not make assumptions about what is going on inside of you. And this is from Danny Silk, Keeping Your Love On. Really good stuff. And why is this important? And guys, this is huge because it will lead you to relational exchanges, right? Intimacy exchanges. And if you do this right, it will lead to incredible intimacy and connection on both an emotional and physical level. Your sex will be better, right? One of the best tools for communicating how you are feeling is the I message. Let's take a look at a script for sharing with a woman what you need. Here it is. Here's the equation. I feel emotion when, describe your experience, and I need to feel, that emotion. Angie's awesome at this, right? And here's let me use a recent example with my wife that she used with me. Baby, she says, you know I love you. And she smiles because she's really good at this, right? But I want you to know that I'm afraid when you text and drive. And I don't want to feel that way. I want you whole and our kids to have a father who is in it for the long haul. I would love to feel secure, and please hear me, babe. I love you and want the best for us, right? She added the positive on the before and after, which makes this equation that much more powerful, right? But did you see how she did that? She shared what she was feeling. She was afraid, right? She felt fear. And she said that it had to do with the fact that I was texting and driving. This is what she was experiencing. And she shared with me that she wanted to feel secure. A new feeling, right? Feeling now, experience, and then what you want to feel, the new feeling. Notice that she didn't use the phrase, I think. Usually when iMessages begin with, I feel like it's usually followed by a judgment, and it goes something like this. Hey, babe, can we talk for a second? I really need to share some things with you. I just want you to know that I feel like you're cold and insincere. Not only does this happen overtly in relationships all the time, it's often done in a very subtle ways that causes lots of problems in the relationship. I feel like, right, is most of the time is set up for judgment that justifies the person's for feeling the negative feelings that he or she is feeling, right? And to give you a framework on basic feelings, here are the 4 basic feelings that help us to identify what's going on. Okay, these are the big 4: anger, fear, happiness, and sadness. Some people say, if you use, mad, glad, sad, and afraid, right? So anger, fear, happiness, and sadness. So those are the big 4. You just got to remember those 4, because usually all the other emotions are a byproduct of those 4. For simplicity's sake, it's good to begin with iMessages with one of these 4 emotions. Just below this video, you'll see a script for the iMessage. Actually, there's a PDF that I'm giving at the end of this module, and it's in that. And I want you to check that out, right? If you're having difficulty communicating your needs, this is a great place to start. We'll see you in the next video. There it is for now. You guys are rock stars, and we will see you soon. Peace out.